Hello, welcome to what's about to be my most meta video that I ever made. I wanted to make this like it's a combination of two series that's currently on my channel, with both the Let's Talk series as well as the Noob to Pro series. And if you're new to my channel, I have a lot more AOTR content to check out, so if this doesn't exactly interest you, feel free to check out my channel. I'm sure there's something there that you will enjoy. So before we get into the main topic of the video, I want to be talking a little bit about AOTR. So something that I forgot to mention before in my Noob to Pro series is small little buffs that you can do in order to get better rewards and make things easier to grind. And so the first thing you want to do is join the Roblox group for AOTR, which give both 5% XP and 5% gold boost. And the next thing you want to do is go to the main menu, and at the top right here, if you click this, it'll take you to a page where you can follow all of the developers and helpers for AOTR, and if you follow them, they will give you XP, gold, and luck boosts. And it may take a while because the verification system may be a little slow. But once you do that, you can claim all of the rewards and have a slightly easier time to grind. And now I wanted to talk about the skill tree a little bit more in regards of when to progress through it versus focusing more on your upgrades. I found that the best time to focus on the skill tree a little bit more than the upgrades is around when you hit B grade. It might also be around C grade as well, just because the upgrades do get a little bit expensive, sitting at about 100,000 to 135,000 and much more. The numbers just scale up significantly more, and there's going to be more things in your skill tree that will help you. And I do want to apologize because during my last video, I said that I wanted to focus more on my Noob to Pro series since there's not really much else to do with this game. But I have been feeling a little burnt out. But the good news is, as many have seen, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to this update releasing. There's just one last yellow box that needs to be ticked, and sooner or later, we're going to be seeing a release date once they finally are able to lock in. From what I've seen, it looks like they're trying to give us something every other day. 2 days after it was updated, Evo added Colossal Raid drops as a green checkmark. And so 2 days after that, he posted 2 memes in the sub announcement channel saying that the update was going to drop, but then it was deleted. But regardless, it kind of seems like that's the theme right now, is that we're getting something every other day. But we'll see soon if that remains true. And now, before we get into the main topic about content creation, I do have some questions that some of you have asked me. And if you're interested in asking me questions as well, there's a link to a Google form down in the description or in the comments below. So feel free to check that out if you have any questions for me. It can be about AOTR or it can be about anything else. Make sure to read the frequently asked questions page first. But anyway, our first question is from Anonymous, and they ask, if AOTR ever got deleted, what would you stream instead? And honestly, I have been streaming a game called Warframe recently. I have so much fun with this game. I think this is the second best game I've ever played. I would love to make content on Balatro. The problem is I'm not very good at it. I just have a lot of fun getting people into it and talking about it. So I don't think I could become a content creator on that game necessarily. But Warframe, I would love to stream so much more. Streaming that game was more fun than I had anticipated. But as for Roblox in general, I don't know. Truthfully, the Roblox page, every time I look at it, I just get really depressed because I don't want to jump over a fence and go to the moon for brain rot or swim to the bottom of the ocean for brain rot. I don't want to walk 10 million miles for brain rots. I don't want to do anything for brain rots, and so I just can't really find anything good on Roblox, and I'm not really interested in any PvP related games. So I have to hope that I can find a game on Roblox that I'm truly passionate about. This next question is from Anonymous as well, and they ask, how many spins I need to get one mythical family? I don't know. It depends. Probably. And this next question comes from Anonymous. They asked, I unlocked Thunder Spears and upgraded them to A-. Do I do raid or do I grind for P2 and maybe perk and artifacts? So I would say it depends on your current Thunder Spear build. The only time you really want to use Thunder Spears during a raid is when you have enough perks to not need to refill every 2 seconds. So that's things like Explosive Fortune, Maximum Firepower, and even Munitions Master as well, if you're really needing anything that gives you ammo. That's also a good one, but I would probably probably say if you don't have a good Thunder Spear build, I would recommend just sticking to missions and just do anything you can to grind keys for trading. So even if you have to do some like low tier raids in order to do dailies or weeklies or whatever, then that's when I would recommend doing raids. But I would maybe just stick to doing Prestige 2 so you can unlock trading perks and artifacts. This next question is from Grim Reaper 6634, and they ask, as a max level and max prestige player, my question is, what level or prestige are you on your main account if you have one? Yes, I have a main account. It is max level, max prestige with both Helos and Fritz, as well as like almost 500 million gold, and currently sitting on about 20,000 spins. And so that's it for the questions. And for the main topic of the video, I wanted to talk about content creation for a second. General advice for it, how I got into it, and many other such things. And as I mentioned in the last video, since we've been waiting so long for a promised update, my ideas are dwindling a little bit. I did want to make a video comparing Ackerman and Helos. I thought that would be pretty fun. So I do need to find maybe a slightly better Ackerman build, as well as maybe a better Helos build, because I'm not really sure. But anyway, as for content creation in general, I first wanted to talk about my content in regards of AOTR. I've said this multiple times in the past that I never plan on becoming an AOTR news channel. I never really want to make 10-minute videos talking about the smallest little updates and progressions that we're getting. Even after update 4, any hints or sneaks that we see in the future, I don't plan on making videos specifically addressing it, just simply because they become too outdated too quickly, and I don't really care to do it. So me talking about update 4 is only really happening because there is nothing else to talk about when it comes to AOTR. I started making content technically back in 2015 when I was a child. I was one of those kids who would record their television from a low quality tablet or phone and upload it to YouTube with the worst title. And that's what I did for a while. But then around 2022 or 2021-ish, I got inspired when I was playing a lot of Phantom Forces to start making compilations. I really wanted to learn how to edit, and so that's where I started. I started with a program called Shotcut. If you're a PC user, or maybe mobile, I don't know if it's for mobile, but that's the program I used to start learning how to edit. And as for the thumbnails, I used something called Photopea, which is a website that's like Photoshop. I used that for my thumbnails for a while, and then eventually I learned how to pirate both Adobe Premiere and Photoshop, which is what I do now. And for the most part, I am self-taught, except for YouTube tutorials. But the reason I'm saying all this is I always recommend people do the same if they want to. Mobile content creation has evolved ever since I started, because I started on mobile as well. I used to do MOBAs and recording, and it was just the worst god-awful quality you can ever imagine. But honestly, even if you are stuck with like low quality product, then that's still a good start. Just getting into the habit of coming up with video ideas, making a title for it, and if you can, making thumbnails and editing. Just any practice is good practice. Even when I wasn't content creating, I was still editing stuff for practice, mainly just random memes and other such projects, just to practice editing and still making content in general. So anything is better than nothing if you really do want to start getting into content creation. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Truthfully, I just kind of wanted to give a small update to me because I missed my last upload. I did want to start uploading weekly, but due to some burnout and overall not really feeling like making anything or just generally running out of ideas, I do apologize. I don't want to stop making content on AOTR. I know I don't stream it, but that doesn't mean I'm done with AOTR. So please stop asking me for my helos. But anyway, make sure to go follow my Twitch. I stream there as well. Make sure to join the Discord to get in touch with me, talk to me, or my community. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.